gamers, I'm bored, so we're gonna continue the rest of this game. This terrifying game. Okay, so I did look it up. There are should we start a new one? Start a new one. So there's a ton more endings that I didn't
You're on a
get
path
to, right?
in the woods. You're here.
Yeah. Apparently there's an ending where you get to kiss the princess. So now we're gonna find that one. But first, last time we were so focused on trying not to kill the princess, and even when we did try to kill the princess, we kind of sucked at it. So this time we're just gonna absolutely brutally murder her every single time. So let's see what we can do about that.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. Before she will lie.
Yes, she will
She
lie.
will cheat.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Yep.
The blade.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice soft.
Hello?
Oh, it's the...
Is someone...
Don't let it fool you.
I know. Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on.
Hi! Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I think we did this one last time.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended...
Okay. And if there is any key, do you have any other ideas? Check upstairs. Please find something breaky free. So this is what I did last time. Let's see what happens if I did.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Nope.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door.
Hey, let
Your
me out of
shouts
here.
and pleas are met. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier
But then
for
she would have
who?
been much meaner to me.
Easier
Trust
for
me.
everyone. Look at the
Trust
mess
me.
you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Oh,
She barely
no.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through as she rips her flesh from her bone. It's the blade from her, or we could. You won't
It's
like it.
okay. Okay, so do we slay the princess here? Or do we... Here. We'll save the princess and then we'll slay
Fine.
her after this.
Against your bet, you cut into her. The blade is sharp, and her limb. She didn't
Okay,
no.
and we know what happens from here.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours. Blood from her wound.
How is she still smiling?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Push the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that.
Yes,
The stakes are
the
too high.
narrator's a jerk.
You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Slay the princess. So we could slay her here. We'll come back to this.
Stop
We'll come back to this.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Okay, then we
The blade!
resist.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn
We both know this isn't you.
Uh-huh.
She nervously reaches
Takes the
towards
blade,
I'm
and then...
sorry.
She plunges it
This
into
happens.
your...
Oh no.
Stay strong for her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before...
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. It can't just end like this. Oh, that's rich coming from you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, and then we're back here
You're
with
on-
the
you're
voice
here.
of the smitten. Come on, where's my man? Where is my man?
My trip. He doesn't remember what happened. Yes, he didn't approve of us
Just.
last time, did he?
He's
If we're going
back!
to save our beloved, we'll
We
have
love
to
this
be
guy.
sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The four of us.
We'll see about that. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I love this guy. Okay, proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We already...
Yes,
I
yes,
think we've
yes.
already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do. But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their
I love
bickering
this
any
guy.
mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Task ahead. Okay, it's gonna be some big castle.
The interior of the
Yeah, would you
cabin
look
is
at
clean.
this?
The blade.
Okay, we're gonna ignore the mirror. We're gonna see what happens when we ignore the mirror. Last time we approached without the knife, what happens if we take the blade inside?
You take the blade. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Let's
Hopefully
go.
it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Into the basement. There it goes.
The door to the basement creaks, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your
I love this
unjust
guy.
and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Uh-huh.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Yeah, same thing.
Only because he
Tomato,
made us
tomato.
try and kill her. It was self-defense. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on, if she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end.
Yeah, he's got a
Now
point.
I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Okay. So last time we rescued the princess. What if we slay her this time?
Blade in hand, you run the princess down.
Man.
Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart.
Aw, she's
She
crying.
collapses pathetically to the ground.
You don't have to...
I'm
Bruh.
sorry. Did I do something wrong?
You did nothing wrong.
My love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm
Just trying to complete
Not
the
you.
game.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
My gosh.
And just like that, she's dead. The world is saved.
Slain
Thank you
innocent.
for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult. I feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived.
He's
And you
crying.
merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable.
No, I'm sorry.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone. Get over it. You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all. You raise the
Oh,
blade,
jeez.
aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that.
I don't even have control in this.
Yeah,
Jeez.
let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
I'm the one who makes the decisions here. I say no. If that's what you want to do, let's see what happens. No, I say nay.
Exactly, you're not doing this. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself. and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all? I don't believe this.
Bro.
What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and
How is this
collapse
still
to
a
the floor.
romance story? He's making it into freaking Romeo and Juliet.
You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry. That's right. You're all sorry. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Come on, chapter 3? Chapter 3! The Grey.
You're on a path in the wood. You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've
What
earned my
woods?
forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
I love
She
this
won't
guy.
be alive and well when we return
we
to
got the
that
cold.
cabin. Because she's dead. We killed her. You killed her. And so I killed you.
Jeez, I
And
thought
you
we were
clearly
pals,
didn't
man.
do a good enough job. I'm still here. Oh, and I'm still here too. If
Yeah, me
you
too.
not get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse. I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
3.
It's our 3rd. What gave it away? Your open discussions. I couldn't care less.
I don't know what
he
to tell you,
knows.
man. We killed her
Every
last time.
second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent. And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again. Oh, you just wait and
Oh,
see.
jeez.
My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement. Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Why not? You've already done it twice.
He's also got a point.
It was unpleasant.
He's also
it was
got a
only
point.
unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Jeez.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try. Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
Jeez, this
I'm
guy's
looking
bickering
forward
goes
to
on
it.
forever.
Good. I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods,
What
it means
woods?
that the princess is not dead.
There's no
That
trees.
Her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
I just hope she's not scary, and because every time we kill her, she just ends up being scary. We talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time. It means if we don't go to the cabin, I'm the one in charge here, and if we're still here again, not going to make us kill ourselves. Not clear. Whatever happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Might as well soon. I'm done with this. Bye. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't different
If this
last
isn't
time.
the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to
Don't
make
give
amends.
this guy hope, man. Don't give this guy
Yes,
hope.
I already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well. I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive. Influence doesn't require life. But if
That's true.
things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed.
Except it has.
I shan't
kinda
listen to
restarted.
the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
What happens if we don't go to the cabin? Okay, I'm the one in charge
it's
here.
clear, you murderer. Though I should remind you that
Dude,
you're
I
not
thought we were
as in
friends.
charge as you seem to think you are. I'm sure his outburst last time was just a fluke. I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, if he kills us again, he kills us again.
He's got a
It
point.
doesn't matter. He'll tire out eventually. The flame of passion always burns out in the end. Spoken like a true cynic. Enough bickering. Just stay focused and get to the cabin.
Alright. Might as well see this through.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck
You
it up.
didn't muck
this
it up?
time,
Who's
alright?
this idiot?
Oh, we'll muck
You're my
it up,
favorite
all right.
idiot, though.
We'll get our happy ending.
See, it's
even
him.
if it damns each and every person who's ever lived. Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It
Yeah,
is.
it's not that easy.
It's easy.
No, don't say
Whatever
it's easy.
happens.
It's not that easy.
Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely
so long.
important destiny await.
Okay. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin
Oh, there's a
feels
ghost.
dry and brittle. Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified
Oh, there's
limbs,
only it's the
each
mirror
elegantly
again.
carved detail of the stately building.
Jeez, now things are gonna get
preserved in an
scary.
extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the
That's
far
not creepy
wall.
at all.
Is that her? Our beloved. So she does live.
I want to call that alive.
She doesn't look very alive to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Before
Oh,
you can
she's
make
gone.
a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. A mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's
What
strange.
table?
There's supposed to be a pristine blade.
Yeah.
Why isn't there a pristine blade? Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
It's got a point.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this
I'm
right.
pretty sure I saw it in the
So why
ghost's
don't you
chest.
march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
But there is no door.
As if something as flimsy as
I
a
don't
missing
want to
door would
approach the
stop us
mirror.
on our sacred
It
quest.
starts to scary
Across
stuff.
the room, find our way back to her, make things right. You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it with you right now. The door to the basement is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it or not.
Okay.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off. It's
And
time for all of you to see what we've become. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway.
I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
No way left to go but down.
Alright.
The door to the basement creaks
Whoa,
open,
that's creepy.
revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The
I don't
air
like
here is so
this
stale
anymore.
it practically stands still, as if the
I liked
very
it better when she
molecules
was
of this place
alive.
have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again.
My love!
She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock
There she
for a
goes.
brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
I'm sorry about the last time. Are we good? Is anyone there? I think we have a lot to talk about. I don't have a weapon. There wasn't anything upstairs for me when I got here. Proceed down the stairs. Let's just proceed down.
As you descend the final step,
Whoa,
the form of
jeez.
the princess comes into view. The skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor,
I guess I
her
did
wrist
that.
still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No! What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive
My
and
God,
well
I'm sorry.
a moment ago,
She's
floating away
gone.
transparently.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
So, narrator, explain this. How are we supposed to kill the princess? The princess is dead.
You turn to see the shade of the princess
That's
staring
not
down at
terrifying
you
at all.
from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is.
Yes.
It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
I don't know. She looks kind of
She
dead to
is
me.
dead. Have you never heard
Yeah,
of a
that's
ghost?
what I'm saying. So
But
why
for
are we
the
here to
love of-
kill her?
Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yet, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
I don't think that's what the torch is
She
for,
hasn't
buddy.
said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
Oh, she missed us after we killed
Angelic
her.
voice, I missed you too, my beloved.
Oh my gosh.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
Yep, that's the narrator.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire. She's trying to kill us.
Not exactly.
Misplaced
us.
escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Why did you close the door? Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry. Rush for the blade, rush the door. Let's see here. Why did you close the
Because
door?
I wanted to be with you. I don't want you to leave.
See? Everything's fine. She
Okay,
wants
so
to
she
be
is
with
technically
us.
trying to kill us.
Yeah, in a bad way.
She just has a unique way of expressing things.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. You've never burned to death before. I
That's
wonder
true.
how it's going to feel. Bad! I bet it'll feel really, really bad. Yes, it will be terrible, so you better come up with something to do and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
Let me out. Are you trying to kill me? Do anything, just don't let me burn. I don't want this. What's wrong with you? I don't want this. Well, rushing to the blade won't be any good.
As you rush up the stairs, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You ignore the princess, throwing yourself headlong against the door, bashing at it with your clenched fists in a vain attempt at freedom. No use.
That looks like it hurts.
You're stuck here. Your skin starts to rot. As layers of you peel away into raw, seeping burns, you feel a hand on yours. You turn to see the princess, face bright and smile wide with manic affection. She clutches you close to her chest, watching with loving eyes as the flames eat you away, bit by bit. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins. But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything.
This is only a little horrific.
That wasn't so bad. It was so bad. Somehow, nothing is so much worse. You'll get used to it.
There are still the feelings of the heart.
Those never go away. Oh, they always do. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me. The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
It's very romantic.
Born at the hands of faded
We
sweet.
got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
Ah, not this creepy crap again. You do not die, and she is gone. Something is taken away, and so something else.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Oh boy.
I'm begging you, don't do. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here?
Dude, you guys already said this.
Ignore the cowards.
Smile distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Is it gonna be charred? Burned? It's you. There's our little corpse.
Something finds me in the long quiet, and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You what sent me to slay the princess? What happens now? Okay, so we've already done all of this before, but we haven't attacked the entity. What if we attack her with that question? Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Destroy my body then. But as it buries into the space where it should be, you feel nothing at all. Moves forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Okay, and now she's gonna...
Yep. So that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Bring the Burns Grade to her.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
Alright. Round 2. Let's do the same thing.
You make your warning. She will not ignore.
Let's do the same thing, but this time we're just gonna explore every single possible path we can with this innocent princess.
The daughter of the big.
Hello?
Yep.
Don't
There's
let
someone
it.
here. I'm here to save you. No, let's just continue
Good.
that.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs. I am begging.
Hi.
I see what I can do.
Only making.
Thank you.
You're making. No. You're doing the large and heavy.
I'm guessing you
Make
Okay.
with someone.
Yep. And return to the bottom.
You make your easier.
I heard the door.
There's a
If I could just
Yep.
get out.
And then this horrific stuff happens. Okay, what if we slay her this time? Just right here.
Without hesitation, bring the blades down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally.
The wound drives her to the ground.
Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate. That's why I appreciate you.
You bastard.
Ah, no, that's just gonna be scary.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
Ah, jeez.
You've made a terrible enemy.
Not
and
again.
There's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
She's
I'm not so sure.
Don't waver now. As you raise your blades to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
slay
Though
the
your nerves are
princess.
seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees.
We can still turn this around.
Can't give up. Finish the job. Run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Maybe she'll bleed out. Every time I leave her in the basement to rot, she just becomes really scary and comes up and breaks us. So, no. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna finish the job.
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade, claw, and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor the princess is able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
I'm sorry.
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price.
Please don't be scary in the next life.
It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
I'm sure you will.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch. Oh boy.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Not the witch.
Oh, warning.
Witches are scary.
She will lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job
Okay,
done.
I actually do like this guy. From what I was able to see yesterday, you can trust us to get the job done. Witches scare me. Have you ever met one in real life?
The interior of
They
the
tend to be
cabin
very
is a
short
mess of twisted
and
rooms. The
demanding.
walls are chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's a witch. I kind of have to take the blade.
You take the blade. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
It's true.
That's not actually a bad idea.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I don't like that. I'm not nasty. I'm not nasty.
You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up
Hi,
the
Piper.
path. I know
What you
who
looking at?
are, and I remember what you've done.
What are you doing?
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
No, I trust you.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reason with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas.
Can't reason
out
with
there.
crazy.
I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Nah, he's trying to be rational.
Need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps.
She has a tail.
Entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the blue room. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp blade, no doubt.
That's not fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I do have a tongue. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you made mistakes. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you. We're not for killing you. We've got to get you out of here somehow, right? Get the sense that you're not happy with me. You're scared. You scared me, okay? When you started gnawing your arm, you scared me, so I stabbed you. Things got out of hand. We both died last time. Can't bygones be bygones. Look, I know, things got messy last time. But I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Ooh, I'm actually interested in that one. I don't trust you, not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. Leave her in the basement. That never turns out good. I'd like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world. Attack you now. Slay the princess. Or just slay the princess. I'm kind of curious what happens if we give her the blade.
You can't be serious. No, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. I abstain. You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
She's gonna kill us if we don't give it to her anyways. I'm giving her the blade. Haha, yeah, never mind. That was such a silly idea. I'm not going to give her the blade. She clearly hates us.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right?
Yeah,
But of course you do.
happens either way though.
You toss the blade at the princess's feet.
Oh, she looks surprised.
She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clang of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That's sneaky little. A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her. Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it
I
count.
don't know, this one sounds like we might be able to reason with her. Might.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you
She doesn't
and
trust
she are
us.
face to face.
What do you think happens now?
Why does she have that little cat face? We probably die. That's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it. So now it's your time to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. Be better this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. You're like someone I know. You're probably going to kill me. Remain silent. Which one do we think is the best way to go here? Yeah, I regret it, so now it's your time to choose. Or we can try and say we can be better than this. You're beautiful, I want to actually save you, so I can find a way to do it. I feel like so. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a dog, bark, so my mom told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. Okay.
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her. I thought it was nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we?
I don't know, I kind of meant it.
If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
Oh, I'm playing Slay the Princess right now, but I'm very bad at slaying the princess.
Momentarily softened her features, vanishes as she steals her nerves.
Can we actually?
And then she buries this lady in your heart. What?
Dang.
No, come on, that's not right. I told you. I told you. This is what she's going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
That's why you can't trust a witch, guys.
I did it. I got you. You.
But she... What's that? Is that regret?
The princess seems to tremble.
Oh no.
Her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous
Maybe we
eyes
did get to her,
brimmed with
guys.
tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time.
Chapter
Everything
3.
goes dark, and you die.
The Thorn. Hand your power to a suspicious character. Past life gambit.
You're on a path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us.
This is getting interesting, guys. We actually got through to her. That never happens.
I voted against
She
it.
always just kills us. Well, I mean, she did kill us, but she regretted it this time.
Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything.
He's
You're
back!
fixated on the past, whereas what you
Let's
should
go.
be is fixated on the future.
I love this guy. We always get this guy. I don't know what that says about me, but I love this guy.
Oh, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more.
Tell me more. I love all of these guys.
Gladly, my dear
These are my
fellow,
favorite people.
by cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper. I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey.
Ah, there it is.
She hates us. Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death.
She did.
As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try?
Yeah, I'm curious what she's like.
I've been listening to you, right? It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom. Oh, are you? Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Heard that before. We're going to free her. This place is different and keeps changing. We're even now. I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has to say for herself. Yep. I hope you don't think I'm planning on freeing her after she stabbed me in the heart. Screw the cabin. What happens if we just leave? You sure seem to be taking the whole Lupin thing in stride. No matter what happens next, it seems like, oh, yep. Then let's proceed to the cabin. I'm done with this. Bye. Let's proceed to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone.
Yeah.
You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too.
What is it?
Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
Proceed to the cabin. Alright, guys.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here. Charred wood
There's no
still
blade.
reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right? This
That's
is
the second
supposed to
time
be a
this happened.
pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. Just a smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Oh, but
If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We have already shown her art. Now she has to show us hers. Unless her heart tells her to stand.
Can't get enough of this guy.
Doesn't seem unlikely. So yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on good side.
Alright. Do we kill her or do we save her this time, guys?
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent.
You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror and behold our handsome features.
Wipe the mirror
Reach forward
clean.
and wave
There
your
is
hand
even
at
a
the
door.
hollow entrance leading to the basement.
What
are you
basement?
doing?
Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it?
Yep.
That's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Sounds good. Into the basement.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
This is interesting.
Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
These thorns are
Oh,
an
he didn't say
expression
it.
of her pain.
You didn't say killing her would
She's
be a favor.
calling out for help.
That's a first.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Neither do I. Way out of here for good. I don't know what I want. I really chose to come here. I want to free you. I mean it. I just want to talk. Really talk. Proceed down the stairs.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of the thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles.
Oh, look
as
at all the
this
scratches.
is the space thick with
That's
hostile
so
vegetation.
horrible.
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess. Her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No, this looks awful. This is like the worst prison I've seen so far. Specifically for her, not for us. Look at all the scratches on her. Yeah, I'm here to talk. What did you think would happen after? Oh, that's not what I thought I said. Yeah, I'm here to laugh. You kill me. Did you think I wouldn't hold it against you? Not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you let me. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade. Reach for the blade. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. Still want to wallow in it, be my guess. I guess I don't have anything left to say to you. Fine, if you're going to be like that, I'm going to leave. Have a nice life. Guys, I know I said that I was gonna kill her this entire run, but like, one, I don't even see an option to kill her. These are all more towards just leaving her here, but I can't do it. I really want to see what happens on her good side. I can cut you free, but you have to bring me the blade. This one sounds more heroic.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
I don't know how to answer that. You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to lead together. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? In prison of your own. Oh, and then there's these ones again. Let's go for this one.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Yeah, why would you hurt me in return? So we're even, right?
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
That's what I'm saying. Let it go. If I can let go, you can let go. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? Can I take the blade? Can I take the blade? Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
Well, then trust actions.
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our
Actions do
devotion,
speak more than words. Maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action. Can I take the blade now? I agree with this one.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
Jeez, that's horrible.
She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. Feels good. Like we're special to her.
We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance. That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
I see that the lines have been drawn.
These are all my favorite people right here.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
Oh yeah. He's also
You don't count. And why shouldn't you count?
Because he's a
Because
different
he's
person.
clearly not one of us.
Yep.
That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
I guess that's true.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Cut it free so that I just wanted my blade back. Just wanted you're on your own. You know I'm gonna have to come back and choose this one just to see what happens. Alright, we cut her free.
Yes! What a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action.
I love this guy.
Let's free this princess.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance of redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her.
And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. She flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero.
Tiny sword.
It won't slip.
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Don't provoke him, guys.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her.
Yo, is this the ending? Is this the ending?
Ends.
Of course I did. Just really hate the people who put us here. Yo! We got it! Yo, I told you guys that we'd find this today. I told you. Here's the big moment. My hand's going onto the mouse. There's 3, 2, 1.
Can we actually do that?
Oh, come on, just let it happen,
No,
dude.
you can't. Absolutely not.
You know as well as I do that we can.
And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment now, would we?
The opportunist.
If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge.
Go try, man.
Well, are you going to describe our steamy romantic kiss?
I don't need to hear that.
You lean in and you kiss her. And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Come on, now this is the big moment. You can do better than that.
I love these guys.
Fine.
You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other so the roaring emotion comes to let it once was hatred turned into pure unbridled passion.
See, was that so hard, dude?
Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection. Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's
This is
making
the
fun of
best.
us.
He's making fun of us.
It doesn't matter either way.
This is the best.
This is good stuff.
I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever.
Yes!
You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at
We
you.
did it!
Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
We didn't actually get to see it, but it happened. You know it happened.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade.
We cut through those other vines just fine, they're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting, we can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Step into the thorns or cut into the thorns. Why am I given the option to do this? Okay, well, I have a knife. I'm going to cut into the thorns.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Aw, disappointed he is.
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me?
Ah,
What did
but
the
our
world
world
ever do to you to deserve
begins.
this?
Your nightmares are our dream. Whatever the world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better.
I hate this game, but I love it at the same time.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance.
To do what?
We've already made our decision.
Yeah, dude.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Oh, her voice is soft again. Step into your freedom. Let's go.
Hands clasped.
Turning over
Two
to
of
work
you
through some
open
issues
the
and learn
door
to trust
and
again.
step out into
Aw, that's
a
so
day.
pretty.
Irredeemable
That's
murders.
gorgeous. Beautiful. Your irredeemable murders. And then,
What do we do now?
well, sorry, but
Where's everything going?
yeah, that just happens.
Why is it so cold?
Oh, poor thing. You poor thing. It's time to leave. Memories.
She's gone.
Yep.
But it feels so bad.
But yes.
Yes, I know.
I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
You said that last
They
time.
think it's bad. I'm with them.
Approach the mirror. It's going to be okay.
If you say so, we'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
You're technically not wrong.
We're going.
Yes, we are. Woohoo, let's go. Alright, what do we see? We're gone once again. Yep. You've grown. Does it always grow like that? Is it the same every single time? You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Uh-huh.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same as, when you... Okay, when I go back, it's as if invisible walls. You have been kinder to me, anyone else? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This
All I
one
know is she
yearns
sounds-
for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
This is so sad. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? And what if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? Except I want to find some more
long
endings.
for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Yeah, we will. Bring the thorn to her.
You're on a path in your here.
Yep. Okay. We're gonna keep going down this soft.
You make your warning. She will not go. Ignore.
Okay.
The interior of the
Yep. Enter the basement without the blade.
the door to the is open.
Okay. Continue down the stairs.
You walk down. I am.
Yep. She's gorgeous.
Okay.
Wait, it doesn't let me check the chains anymore. That's interesting. So, what's your name?
Oh.
She pauses.
You can address
It is Prince.
Okay, sorry, but I just can't trust you. Keep her locked away. That's never good. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? You're apparently supposed to end the world. If I let you out.
The princess. She doesn't know. She knows what she.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
Man, am I not able to go down that path anymore? Is it because they already took her? Ah, I think it is. I'm gonna have to try it on a different run then. Retrieve the blade. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. No. Without saying another word. What if I do that?
Thank you. You turn
She's
back to
not
the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
I'll be right
You
back.
better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains. She has to be
no,
bluffing,
she can.
but
She can.
you rush. Okay. If we're sure about you slowly creep down the basement stairs.
Well,
the prince is
not
just-
again. You want to start over? Let's
Your
finish
eyes.
this.
Where is she?
Close the door.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place.
Investigate.
Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
I'll wait.
Do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
You do your
Wait,
best, but eventually, you come on.
Come on. Keep waiting.
Wait for as long as you
I'm gonna
can,
fall asleep, huh?
pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers. You barely even realize that you've started to drift
Dude,
off.
how you fall asleep after that? Oh,
As
that's
you from your sleep, the princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs. There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
No, not the beast again. I thought we did something different.
You're
I hate the beast. Okay, she's going to kill me
If
again.
he doesn't remember what happened,
Welcome back.
then something else must have. You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. Though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that.
What if I turn around and leave?
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further.
Are you serious? Oh, come on.
Oh, she will
I
lie.
hate the beast.
She will cheat, and she will do it as a cat lie to a corner. I don't see why she could have gotten out. That's a very.
Yep, we've heard this before. Proceed into the cabin. Ah, jeez. I guess we have the opportunity to go further than the beast now.
The interior
If
of
we don't
the blade.
check the mirror.
No steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk. I guess we'll just have to
We should have taken the blade.
The
We should
door
have
to the
taken the blade.
basement
We should have
creaks
taken the blade.
open,
Ah, frick.
revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that the air seeping up from below as she growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She can smell us.
Impassioned. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor
I don't
of a
like
starlit
this. Okay,
The jungle is pressing in on
I was
us,
looking at the
hiding
achievements.
her from
It
view.
sounds like there is. It sounds like you can escape from here.
You see
Alive?
her, remember, she is. You're not. Doesn't matter what she is. It only matters. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring
hate that.
hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling.
No, I hate
You're
this.
right.
A shiver rushes up your spine. And the air's shifting. She's getting ready to pass.
Where? No, we gotta move. Move. Hate
The
that.
direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot
Oh,
where
would
you
you
would
look
have
at
been,
that.
her
Look at that
chains
view.
rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows.
We're gonna see how long we can survive
You
here.
still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
So she's cut off our escape.
Shit, what do we do?
Okay, so if we run for the stairs, at least right now, pretty sure we die. That's what we tried last time. We die. Stop hiding and show yourself. I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that's true. We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out. You go on the left. Stop hiding and show yourself.
You cannot reason your way out of this.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants. Just run for the blade upstairs and slay her with it. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful.
Yeah,
She's
describe her
just
for
a
us.
princess. Don't overthink
That is
it.
not a princess.
Clearly not. She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else.
We're on the back foot.
The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Play dead. Nah. We gotta survive. Hate that.
Barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
And we're here again. I don't think I can keep this up.
We at least have to make an opening.
Okay. Why do you want to kill me? Stop hiding yourself. Sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. Why do you want to kill me?
Why does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse.
She wants to eat us.
What she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen. A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck. Flee. We can't keep doing this.
We can. Stay alive. Run for the stairs. Boy, Dad, stand still. Stay alive.
Or maybe she's a little faster. You avoid her slavering jaws, but she manages to graze you, her titanic momentum skinning you along your side. It's like being sideswiped by sandpaper. How is she that fast?
You're bleeding now.
You instinctively touch your side, testing her claim. It's wet, and stings from the gentle touch of your fingertips. A costly mistake. We can't make it again. We will make it again unless something changes. We have to break the pattern. We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end.
Ah, boy.
I don't question who I am or what I want. I simply do. To act is always better than to react. To do is always better than to watch.
I don't know, reacting can be good.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around asking questions, more doing exactly as I say. She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're bleeding.
So now what?
We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
Again? I feel like we won't survive if we do it again. If we play dead, she wants us alive. Because last time her plan was to swallow us whole alive so that she could leave. So she wants us alive. And stand still is just she's just gonna eat us. We're gonna play dead. We're gonna see what happens.
We're playing dead.
You guys told me.
It could
Yeah,
work.
you told me to change something.
As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you
Full
collapse
predator by
to the
faking your own
ground,
death.
feigning
Go, let's
death.
go.
She lands directly on top of you with her full weight, nearly crushing you into the dirt, but then... silence. Only broken by the sound of your beating heart. That actually worked, didn't it?
Let's go.
Only, what do we do to make her leave? Do we just keep playing dead?
Yes.
She sniffs at you, shifting her weight uncomfortably as her face finds yours. Her breaths are hot and oppressive against your skin.
Have you seen my great big eyes? Because they see you, fledgling. They see your
That's
heartbeat
cheating.
pulsing in your throat.
That's cheating.
Move, now!
Move.
It's too late for you to move. Her jaw unhinges, and she swallows you whole.
It's terrifying.
I guess that's it, isn't it? Unfortunately for you,
White.
no, this isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place. The liquid pooling beneath you
Already
starts.
seen
When I
this.
killed you, I tried to leave this place.
Alright, see, she's
but
trying
it
to
wouldn't let
leave.
me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work?
Right.
Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer?
Stop her,
Steel,
Susan.
we have tooth and claw.
Okay. I think we can rip her apart if we don't hesitate. So, like, fine, you can leave, just let me go. Wait for death, claw and bite. Talk to them. I think we'll just keep doing this the entire
Like a cornered
time.
animal you are, you tear against the thick membranes of her stomach with every part of you that can be made sharp. Nails, claws, teeth, hands, feet.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Yes.
Your body is
That
violently jostled
looks
to
terrible
disruption.
and hurts.
Cage is still locked.
Ha ha. Claw and bite.
Again you tear, heart pumping with adrenaline, your ulcerating hands a blur.
You can't hold me forever.
Last time. Claw and bite.
Your energies.
Whoa.
You can hear her heart thumping somewhere close. There's so little of you left. Your fingers reduced to bone, your nerves bare and screaming. The acid
This is why I hate
around
this
you
ending.
now a soup of your skin and
Terrifying.
meat. You are a spark of will driving a melted corpse.
Are we dead here? We are.
But will never truly exceed the limits of the flesh. Your vision finally begins to blur, your eyes clouding over as they melt in their sockets. What little air remains in this rancid stew of flesh and slippery organs is finally too foul to breathe.
Except this
Your
time there's a
lungs
third
mercilessly-
chapter. The Wild. Or was there... Did we get this chapter already?
We are a path in the
Oh, we
woods.
did!
We have no beginning, and we have no end. Escape.
I've been here.
That's wrong. That's not. That's
Let's get
The
a
contrarian's back.
He tries to.
Shut up. Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear. That's because
If you she ate
he doesn't understand.
Sure. Alright, we've already been here before, this is why I'm skipping everything. Okay, you, narrator, how do I stop her?
You can start by remembering that you exist, and not as some part of a Gestalt entity,
Oh yeah, I
but with the
exist.
princess. You exist as your own self, complete with your own physical body, separate from hers. I'm not so sure about that. We were something like that once, but now? And if thinking about that isn't enough to startle you back to reality, consider this. The princess ate you last time. Stop passively
now he
with a literal
remembers.
predator, and remember that you're enemies. Remember what she...
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now?
Yeah, have you seen this?
Like a distant terror that keeps getting louder.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall.
Don't look at it.
Maybe a little peek wouldn't hurt. Aren't you curious? I'm curious. You should look. Never mind. If he wants to look, then I don't want to.
Okay, so last time we gazed at the terror in our heart and it set us free. But what if we just bury it now before it's too late?
No, you can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
Turn inward and find your freedom. Or we could keep talking. So, I guess no matter what. A glimpse of something bigger. Embrace your
You
transformation.
fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body?
I did something
Can
different.
you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
It's got a point.
What is he going on about? What does he know about us? Screw all of this, and screw this guy in particular. Always telling us what we can and can't do. Always going on and on about rules and the fate of the world. I've had enough.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
So you just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing,
I'm so
is
confused right now.
impossible.
What is happening?
All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real. Yeah! Ruin his day.
That's something I could get behind.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
Well, I mean, trust is the only option I have.
You won't find anything if I have to starve you. If I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But you do find something. It's cold and smooth. It gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flying against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this right now.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side, shattered and free as all.
It's a wall. Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
What is going on? But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be. Whoa!
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be
Doesn't look that great. I like it better in here.
And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
Yeah, I'm a little confused myself. You turn to see her gone behind you. Memory returns.
She's gone. Is
Yeah,
that-
yeah. Of course you're scared. This.
It feels so bad.
Yep.
Don't look at it. I don't like that thing. The thing reeks of death.
See you on the other side. It's going to be okay. It's the end for you, but yeah, it's going to be okay.
I'd like to be somewhere nice. You're not messing with us, right?
No, I would never mess with you. You're my favorite. Yep. Okay, and then it's withered, was it? Yep, you've withered. Find yourself in the long quiet once again, proceeds to the cabin. We don't actually get to see this princess. It's a literal tree. That's nice. She's a tree.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides
Yep.
ebbing. All of me is changing.
Uh-huh. Okay. What about... What do you think of this vessel?
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting minds in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart.
Interesting.
Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
You're not actually saying anything. Know what happens in the worlds between us? Right. I don't want to go back anymore. I just want to stay here forever if I have to. Interesting. If I try
If
that.
you need time, then I will wait with you.
Continue to wait
You
forever.
are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Lady, I don't know what that means.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Okay. What just happened? Did my game crash, or did it crash it for me? My laptop didn't overheat. It's doing fairly fine.
You have returned to me.
What the?
Though you were gone
You
in
crashed my
moments,
game!
I never left your side.
You crashed my game! What the crap? Did you guys know she could do that? Attempt to outweight your destiny. I never left your side. I didn't know she could do that! Alright, fine. I guess we won't wait forever. Ready to go back,
I
I
will
guess.
be here when it is time
Yep,
for us to
and then
meet
I die.
again.
It's crazy. Bring
You're on
the
the path
networked
in the
wild
woods.
to her.
And at the end of that path is a cure here to slay.
Yeah. Okay. What if we turn around and she can
Seriously?
stop us
You're
from
just
doing
going
that?
to...
Yep. Continue down the path away from the cabin.
Fine. Good. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Ah, screw this.
You're really keen on wasting every...
Yep. Continue down
Your
the path.
silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the
Oh,
wrong
no.
one for pretty
Now we
around
start
here with at first. But as you focus on your way,
Oh boy.
also, you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many parts you've doomed us all. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters.
Oh, did we just
because
die?
it isn't long before
We did. Oh, we're back with a stranger.
you're on a you're here.
Yep. And this is how we get my favorite dude, the contrarian. And I'm just staying here in the woods forever. What if
You
we try
have
that?
already committed to my
Ah,
completion.
you ruined all my
You
fun.
cannot go.
Wait, hasn't this happened already? Boop. Silently proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She
Yes,
will laugh.
I know.
We're stuck going in there. Maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's
true.
keep an open mind. The cabin interior is the only The blade is your implement. If he wants us to know, we're taking... I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a prince. You can't just say that. And when everything here, listen to me. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. Oh ho ho ho! You've nothing. Just out. I'm not going to... Yes,
Sorry,
take
we've
a
already
deep
seen all
breath.
this,
I'm
guys.
what you're saying here. Okay, good.
You didn't say anything about the mirror. Yeah, we're trying to ignore the mirrors today. Okay. Take the blade or into the basement. Last time we took the blade and then we threw it out the window. It was kind of funny. We're gonna do that again,
Take
actually.
the blade. Okay, fine. You took the... How are we supposed to hold it? The other way. Thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade.
Hold the blade the other way.
You switch your grip on
Yes!
the blade.
Now hook a serial killer.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
love
Okay,
this
fine.
guy.
You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the print.
Or throw the blade out the window.
Ah, yes! Do it!
Yes!
Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night.
Yep.
But we'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually.
Yep.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
We'll be fine.
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Okay, approach the mirror. You didn't say anything. No. We're ignoring the mirror, remember?
The door to the basement creaks open. Nothing here seems to be air.
Okay, now I'm
here.
curious.
If the princess lives here. Her
So
voice.
last time.
Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Yep, see, that's
No.
terrifying.
No, thank you. Oh,
Yep.
don't be
No,
such a
thanks.
baby. I don't want to. We don't even have a. But we already.
Okay.
What's the
So
thing?
yeah, we've already seen all this. Now, last time we took the path in the center. Now, notice how it says take the harsh stairs to the left or take the soft stairs to the right. I'm curious if that determines which person we start with.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
Oh,
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh, I guess I didn't skip the last time. It just ended there.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but
Guys, I think I was
also
right.
still the same person I was at the top of the step. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird. For all I know, you're locked here down here. You're apparently a threat to the world. Okay, what's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
Guys, I was right. Choosing which path you go determines which personality you get.
Princess.
Oh, I forgot that it does that.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures.
That's the princess that we got last
Where there was
time.
once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that?
Uh-huh.
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left. Until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality.
Oh, shut up, man.
But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Okay, so that's what I did last time. Is there a way to avoid that? There's only 2 of them now. Do you know what happened to me? There's more of them. What if I just skip straight to the ending right here? Even though there's only 2 of them. And one of them is try and free her, leave her in the basement, and regret what you think about the time you threw the plate out the window.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands...
Okay, so just skip straight to the end.
You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You
find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say?
So yeah, this all happened.
No, I don't.
So it looks like we just repeated the same ending.
Everything doesn't go on forever. The world falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we?
Yep.
We can feel them moving around.
Sorry,
We
that's
should
my fault.
I didn't actually think it's a little late for regret.
Please.
It's going to be okay. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. I'll do my best. She's gone. Memories
She's gone.
return.
Where did she go?
I guess
Is
this
that
one. I guess this one. The mirror doesn't
Why is it here?
matter. That's just it. There is no chapter 3 on this route. Unless I take the knife with me.
But if it's... Yeah.
Yep. I'll see you on the other side.
Okay. You're not messing with...
Nope, not at all. Okay, am I going to see the narrator? No, so I got one more chance.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. Do you know it?
Okay, what are your thoughts on this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me.
Oh yeah, I've already seen
but
this
it is
one.
a shape they cannot hold. They will make for... Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Okay, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I will be here.
You're on a... You're
Alright,
here.
curious. Yeah. I can't turn around and leave anymore. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your a warning. She will not...
Yep. Okay.
The interior blade.
I'll have to do those on a different route. Such a shame because I hate it when I take the braid here. She gets so scary.
Her voice.
Who's there?
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it...
Continue down the
Good.
stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down... She's so... Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
So cold. Listen, step forward. What? No way. Why would you even think that? What if we try and spare her here?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
I suppose it does.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold...
I think last time we dropped it, it didn't end well.
The blade tumbles out.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
I'm pretty sure she has a blade.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can
remember
assure
correctly.
you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yep. Pretty awkward. Okay, we talked enough. What do you think you have to say about that? How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. Right? She is.
Mm-hmm. What's your name?
She hesitates before
Is there any
answering.
way
You can address me
to get
as
out
your
of this
Royal
without
Highness,
violence?
or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Jeez. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? She just has that. I have my reasons. Do you think I just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? It'd be ridiculous. I'm not sure what to believe. You're supposed to end the world. Or I've been told things I'm not sure what to believe. I'm trying to get out of this situation without violence. See if there's a chance to redeem it from here.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation. Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Uh-huh.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm
She said a
supposed
long
to be
time.
capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall?
That's what I've been
Have they
saying.
told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Nope. I just know that I don't like this part of you. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? So enough, I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure that... I'm being honest, I'm not inclined to trust you. Okay, what if we say that?
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have
Oh.
your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Maybe she'll spare me this time. Actually, I've changed my mind. I don't trust you. Examine the chains, I'll see what I can do. Still have a few more questions before I decide what to do. I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Don't stab me in the back,
Doubtful.
okay?
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never...
Yep, you said that before. There isn't a key. Do you have any ideas besides me coming? Just maybe the keys. No, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Nah.
She speaks with almost complete
Okay,
nonchalance.
now we're just going the same route that we always do when we don't bring
If we
the
were
knife
stuck
down.
down here for long enough, I'm sure
Except
we'd be nonchalant about cutting our
with
way
the knife.
out.
So now I'm actually
Anything to
curious. This is
finally be
something
free.
different. Anything to find? Yep.
You attempt to make your way out of the... Someone
Door
else here.
slams shut. Okay. Let me out of
You're
here.
here to...
Yep. Try
you
the door.
I'll repeat.
Okay, return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Yep.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Uh-huh.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
At least she's not going straight to her arm this time.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm sure I won't. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Nope.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Yep.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Okay, what happens from here?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have it.
Okay, he's gonna
the
take
stakes
over
are
us
too high.
again.
You can't, as the princess approaches. Wait, this isn't fair. You can watch me.
Watch me. Slay the princess. Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body
Interesting.
lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
You're aggravating her.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
This is interesting.
She steps forward and pries the blade
I
from
wonder
your
if she's gonna
rigid hand.
apologize.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical
This one actually knows how to use the knife. That's
Her face
insane.
remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
This is
and you
interesting.
die.
I didn't know you could get this same
I hope
ending
it was worth it.
from that route. The prisoner.
You're
not
on
the
a
damsel
path
anymore.
in the woods. And at the
Do you
end
think
of
we
that
can get the
path
smitten back?
is a cabin. You're here
Come on.
to slay.
Come on. I have to at least ask if he's going to come back. Well, actually,
You have already
Uh-huh.
committed.
had to try.
My tricks. Don't forget what he did to
Oh,
us
the
the last
skeptic.
time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
That's so interesting. Okay.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less
Yes,
than
you
a
have.
minute ago.
Okay, let's assume. Why should I bother doing anything? Seize the cabin.
A warning. She
Uh-huh.
will lie.
Yes? You
Yes,
said
yes,
that?
don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a
Interesting.
cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Sure. What do you guys think? Should we take the blade or should we enter without the blade? I think that now that we have the choice.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner. Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her.
We didn't give it to her last
time. Because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay. I'm trusting you.
Hey, I don't get a say here. What's the big idea? I'll trust them, I guess.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Thanks. I mean it.
Into the basement. There goes the mirror.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
I'm sure she does.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
It's true, I've been wondering about that. There's always a chain that's empty on the wall.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Sure. Sure, I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? Just no, that never ends well. I'm good. Stay with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Okay.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Smart.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit, or sit closer.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? By whatever do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain in the wall. Who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. I'm not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye! Or slay the princess. Okay, I've been here before.
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this.
Yep.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's
Sure
complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Okay, thanks.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there.
It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Well, they were chatting, okay? You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Yeah, I see that.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
It's true. Because
You're
we have
looking at
voices
me
in our
like I
head.
might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Okay. Those are the chains of the
I
walls.
don't know. But you could always try it on.
Is that an option?
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Is it an actual inspect the shackle? Guys, hear me out. Hear me out. We're gonna inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh, hear me out, man.
Why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going
Seems
to
only
lock the
fair.
second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Inspect the shackle. We kind of have to now.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad.
The music stopped.
Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
What's happening?
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled
What
by
the
some
crap?
odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Black magic!
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Is that supposed to happen?
Are we stuck here now?
Become your own
Yes.
jailer. Okay then.
Huh? So it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Yes, I'm
what are we
laughing.
supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No.
No, I
There's
had
something
to. Come on,
special
guys.
about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know that this is going to happen to me?
No.
So we're both stuck down here?
Yep.
Not one for small talk, are you?
No.
That's rude.
What should we do? No answer for that one, huh? Guess we'll
You
just
and
wait
the
in
princess
silence.
wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
This is so boring.
Honestly, I thought it'd end by here,
There must
by
be
now.
something we can do to get out of here. There must be something missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
At least the world is safe.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does.
Doesn't make sense.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
It's true.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
This is interesting. Is the basement changing? I didn't notice it, but it does look slightly different.
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Well, I do, okay?
Still rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the
Oh
cabin
yeah, okay,
continues
Jack.
to
Would you look
change.
at that?
The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, and watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us have started to erode. She hasn't starved. I guess she
Oh,
hasn't.
she's not a person at this point. Trees.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots
My
push
knife.
themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass and pass and
Guys,
pass.
I know when I had an idea to touch the shackle, I didn't think this is gonna
There
happen.
are no walls. But then... And? I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
It's true.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Okay, this is wild, man. We shouldn't have touched the shackles.
She's gone. And is that?
Yep, she's gone. Just trust me.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Okay, I'll see you on the other side.
Feels too good to be true.
Approach the mirror. We're gone. Is this the one where I see the narrator? It should be. Yes.
I think you know what I am.
It's breaking. Okay. It's question time. What if we just destroy the mirror here? Bye, narrator. The thing that was in here. Oh, look, break the mirror without asking any questions. I don't need answers. But bastard, distant God. It's finally time for you to wake up. Oh, this is you. Proceed to the cabin. Bring the prisoner to her. Let me get this traumatizing image again. Yep, would you look at that?
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Does she look the same or different than the last time? I thought she looked like that because that was the first vessel that we found.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Sure. I missed you too. What happens now?
Ever the passive when the echoes spun us from. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning?
Doors to liberation. So many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Okay, don't you have a say in all this? It's time for us. I don't know how to leave or where to go. Okay, so last time we found a way to like talk to her while disagreeing with her, and then we ended up romantically leaving with the princess. So this time, let's try it just leaving with her.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Free yourself. Fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. Feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of your cage pressing in on you, confining you across the infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Aww. Take her hand. This is some wild romance story. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Free, and she is with you. Is that grass? You can see the dew in the dirt. This looks so cool.
It's magnificent.
Yeah, you're telling me. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. Exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone. The two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Only new beginnings, there are no endings. That's cute. We got a new soundtrack from that too. You know, guys, I know I said that we were gonna kill the princess all day because we struggled to do that last time, but I couldn't do it. We'll do that next time, okay? we ended up saving her multiple times. But hey, we got to kiss her though. And we did kill her like once or twice, even though we ended up saving her in the long run. But still, trust me, I'll do it next time, I promise. And is this a different soundtrack? Princess the World Ended, the gray. It is! Kiss from a Thorn, Shifting Mountain into See everything. I don't like small talk. Yeah, it does give you a new soundtrack, depending on how you play out the story. That's cool. That just takes you there. H, right? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this one too, because I can. Okay, well, follow us somewhere else. Man, this game is wild. Okay, well, I think we're gonna cut it off there for today. But I think we might try and find the rest of those endings. Alright. Peace.